My mother told me a lie her entire life, a lie that smelled of sea salt and sizzling butter, a lie that was served on our chipped porcelain plates every Friday night. It was the most beautiful lie I've ever known, and it took me 30 years to finally understand its truth. Our childhood home was small, a place where the wind whistled through the window frames and the floorboards creaked with the weight of our struggles. We never had much, but my mother, Alara, had a magic touch. She could turn meager rations into feasts, and her love was the seasoning that made everything taste like hope. Our most cherished meal was on Fridays, when she would manage to buy a single, small fish. She would pan-fry it until the skin was golden and crisp, the aroma filling our tiny kitchen and chasing away the scent of poverty, if only for an evening. Below, as she served it, she would carefully slide the thickest, most succulent part of the fillet onto my plate. For herself, she would take the bony tail end. "You eat up, Liam," she'd say, with a smile that never quite reached her tired eyes. I've never been fond of fish anyway. The smell is too strong for me. This was her mantra, a constant refrain throughout my youth. Her sacrifices were a quiet, steady rhythm in our lives. When winter bit hard and there was only one thick blanket, she would wrap it around me, insisting I run warm, honey. I'm used to the cold. When her shoes were worn through to the soles, she would buy me new ones for school, waving off my concern with a casual, "Oh, these old things are comfortable. I'm used to them." "I'm used to it" was the gentle armor she wore. A phrase that deflected any worry and hid the depth of her selflessness. I, a child, wrapped in the innocent selfishness of youth, simply accepted it. My mother didn't like fish. My mother was used to the cold. My mother was used to old shoes. It was just the way things were. Years tumbled by. I left that small house with the creaking floors, went to university, and built a life for myself. Success came slowly at first, then all at once. I bought a comfortable home, and the first thing I did was bring my mother to live with me. I wanted to give her everything she had given up for me. I wanted to wrap her in cashmere instead of thin blankets, to fill her closet with sturdy, comfortable shoes, and to feed her the finest meals. One evening, to celebrate her birthday, I bought a magnificent wild salmon, its flesh a vibrant pink. I cooked it with lemon and herbs, the kitchen filling with that same beloved aroma from my childhood. I plated it, placing the most generous, thickest cut in the center of the table. As we sat down, a familiar ritual unfolded. My mother, with the ingrained habit of a lifetime, reached for the serving fork and went straight for the thinnest piece at the tail end. "It looks lovely, Liam," she said, her smile the same as all those years ago. "But you know me. I'm not much of a fish person." My heart sank a little. Here, in a world of abundance, where she could have anything she wanted, she still chose the lesser part. The lie had become so deeply a part of her, it was now her truth. The next afternoon, I was sitting on the porch when our old neighbor from back home, Mrs. Gable, who had moved into a retirement community nearby, came to visit. We spoke of the old days, laughing about the leaky roof and the stubborn garden gnome. I mentioned the salmon I'd made. My mother still wouldn't touch the best part. Mrs. Gable chuckled, a warm, rattling sound. "Oh, that Alara," she said, shaking her head fondly. "Still the same. I remember when we were girls, my father would bring back a fresh catch from the lake. Your mother, she could out-teat her brothers any day. She'd make a beeline for the belly meat, said it was the best part. Loved fish more than anything in this world." Her words hung in the quiet afternoon air. It felt as though a key had turned in a lock deep inside me that I never knew existed. Suddenly, everything clicked into place. The decades of "I don't like fish," the worn-out coat and the phrase, "I'm used to the cold." The mended shoes wasn't dislike, it wasn't habit, it was a choice. Every single time, it was a conscious, deliberate act of love. Her dislike was just a gentle way of saying, "I love you more than I love this." Her, "I'm used to it," was her way of saying, "Your comfort is more important than my own." The weight of this realization was staggering, a beautiful, heartbreaking avalanche of understanding. My mother hadn't just fed me. She had nourished my future with pieces of her own happiness. That evening, I went to the kitchen and took out the leftover salmon. I warmed it gently. I didn't say a word. I walked over to my mother, who was reading in her armchair. I held out the plate. On it was the largest, most perfect piece remaining. She looked up at me, a question in her eyes. I just looked back, trying to pour all my newfound understanding, all my gratitude, all my love, into that single gaze. Her expression softened, a flicker of surprise, then recognition. A slow, silent tear traced a path down her wrinkled cheek. She took the plate from my hands. She picked up the fork, and for the first time in my memory, she took a bite of the best part of the fish. She closed her eyes and savored it, and I knew she wasn't just tasting salmon. She was tasting the end of a long, beautiful lie. She was tasting the pure, simple joy of being seen, of being understood. In that quiet moment, the unspoken words that had filled the space between us for 30 years finally dissolved. Her silent sacrifice had finally been given a voice, and it was the most powerful love song I had ever heard.